What does your routine look like? I was just wondering if you have a morning routine. Let me know what your routine looks like. I'm going to share you my routine here in a second. So hey, all you cool cats and kittens out there. Yep, that's right. I was watching Tiger King all weekend. So it is Monday morning and I need to get you my weekly weight loss report. So let's get right to it. So before I get started on my weekly weight loss report, I do want to talk to you just a second about the podcast this week. It was episode 154. Do these things to lose weight during a crisis. So that's why I was asking you about routines. One of the things is it's kind of time management, but I think that routines come into play with that. So we want to have time management. So I do that by having a morning routine. Sorry for all the noise. I live in the city. It's noisy. But we need to have a routine. That's how I do my time management. In the morning, I get up really early in the morning. I am a self-proclaimed morning person. And so I get up in the morning. I drink my coffee, and then I do my daily assessment from the day before, and then I do my daily plan, my realistic plan for the current day. And then I'm able to take a shower, walk the dog, and get started for the day. So that's how I do my time management. Is I take that time for me in the morning. I don't look at emails. I don't look at Facebook. I've got the dog with me. He's kind of whining because there's ducks in the pond here. See? It's Loki. So time management is one of the ways in order to help us things to lose weight during a crisis. Another one that was talked about in the podcast is establishing a small workout routine. So I do that as well. Like I said, I walk the dog every morning. I get up Monday through Friday. I don't do it always on the weekends. I do it if it's nice outside on the weekends. But Monday through Friday, there's a big ass duck in this tree. Oh my gosh, I wish I could show you. Yeah, establish a small workout routine. Another one was limiting exposure to the news. So definitely I have had to do that in the last week. She talked about it and I was like, I just did that the other day it was like last week on Thursday or Friday. I was watching the news in the morning and it was just grim and sad, and how many cases of COVID there were and how many deaths there were and all of this stuff. And they try to say the positive things, but I wasn't hearing the positive things. I was just hearing the negative things. And I was like, I gotta go. I just can't watch this. This isn't good for me. So I went and got the dog out for a walk. That duck just pooped. Okay, so equal airtime. This was something that the life coach school was talking about, Brooke Castillo. So in this podcast, Corinne called out a few different life coaches, and Brooke Castillo, her mentor, was one of them. And it was like, think equally about the best possible outcome. We tend to focus a lot on the negatives instead of the positives. So that is another thing. If we're focusing more on the positives, it's going to just help our brains. It's going to help us be more positive. So I really liked this this podcast a lot. Whenever they were talking about the best outcome, I was trying to do my weekly plan. So on Fridays I sit down and I write down my weekly plan, what I'm going to do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you get it. I try to do that. Well, I had no clue, and for some reason I just let this, I was catastrophizing. Oh, that's a hard word to say. Catastrophizing. I was catastrophizing the situation, and it was not helping me. So I needed to look at what the best possible outcome was, and the best possible outcome is that I went shopping. I knew what was in the refrigerator. I knew what meals we could make. I don't know why I was putting so much drama around it. I wanted to know exactly what we were going to eat Monday, exactly what we're going to eat Tuesday, exactly what we're going to eat on, you follow me here. So it was just crazy. I was just putting too much drama into it. Another podcast that she called out during the podcast was Unfuck Your Brain. Karen Lowenthal. I'm going to mess up her name. I'm so sorry. But that was another podcast she called out. So I'm listening to all these podcasts. Like I said before, I'm trying to surround myself with people that are supporting the goals that I'm going through, supporting the things that I'm trying to do. So she called out that podcast too. You might want to check it out. So these are, and she mentioned Rachel Hart, Take a Break with Rachel Hart. That's a more of a stop drinking podcast, but one that I absolutely love. I love Rachel Hart to death. So Corinne Crabtree is kind of like more profanity centered. She does that, where Rachel is, she's just a sweetheart, and she's so sweet, and she would never say anything, you know, too negative. So let's see. This lovely lake with the ducks is what my dog is reacting to this morning. Let's just get to my weekly weight loss report this week. So last week I weighed in at 239.6, and this week I weighed in at 239.2. So that is a loss of just 0.4 for the week. As far as making how I did on the different things, as far as making a 24-hour plan, I did 5 out of 7. Followed that plan 2 out of 7. I only followed it 2 out of 7. We had cookies in the house. I ate the cookies. Assessed my plan 3 out of 7. I don't know why I didn't want to assess my plan. I didn't want to look at it. I didn't want to be like, hey, you're doing shit you're not supposed to be doing. So that's bad. Sleep 5 out of 7. Water 7 out of 7. Ate 2 to 2, 7 out of 7. And worked out 4 out of 7. So those were my stats, which was a 67%. So 67% is going to get me 4.4 ounces of weight loss for the week. So I know where I need to focus on. I know what I need to do in order to do better. I just need to do it. Have you ever found yourself in that cycle of knowing what you need to do, but you're just not doing it? That's the question that I want to ask you. Comment down below if that's something that you do. Something that I am doing, you know, this week is really going to focus in on following my 24-hour plan. But also this week, I am doing something new. I am doing this Rachel Hollis. Do you know who Rachel Hollis is? She wrote the book, Girl, Wash Your Face, and another book. I can't remember the title of it. But she is doing this next 90-day challenge, and I believe that it starts today. So today, which is the end of March, whatever the 30th of March. But it's the 5 to Thrive, which is food, water, wake up, gratitude, and exercise. And each week they're going to deliver on a different theme, and there's going to be videos and wonderful things. And at the end, they're probably going to try and sell me something. But I'm up for the 90-day challenge. I'm going to do this 90-day challenge because I think it's like, again, I like to surround myself with people who are like-minded, who are going for things that I am going for. So I'm doing this. I'm doing this next 90-day challenge. So I'll report on that as well as the podcast that Corinne Crabtree does and my weight loss report. So anyway, I thank you again for listening. Subscribing to my channel. Give it a like if you like this content. If you care, go ahead and share. Anyway, this is Deanna with Deanna's Weight Loss Adventure. And like I say every week, it's gonna be an adventure. Bye.